The bottom left starting location on the map, Daybreak. Everything's on the line. He has to pull through. DRG. Looking focused once again. In the opposite side of the map. He only has to win one game. Will this be the game that he manages to pull through? His ID?
Slayers MMA.
Slayers MMA.
There he is. The must-win situation for DRG. And hiding the barracks once again, by the way, for MMA. It worked well for him in previous games, so he's going to go ahead and just hide it again.
It's kind of funny to see him doing this build over and over again. You'd think that this is one of those builds he would pull out in one of these 7 potential games.
Well, you know, I think he's labeled it as something that is safe, and it has the potential to scare the Zerg player and make the Zerg player misplay, and that's all he's looking for. You notice DRG already looking for any possible proxy locations, even sending his Overlord in a certain pattern to look for such. And it is going to scare DRG to some extent. He has to wonder, is this the game where he's going to proxy 2 barracks on me?
Well, he's going to get in here and say, uh-oh.
I'm actually sitting here watching the way DRG is sending his Overlords and the way he's already sent the drone, and he's covering every bit of the map. He's going to know in like 1 second there's no barracks near him. In fact, I think he just scouted.
I think he just saw.
But yeah, his scout pattern here was perfect. He was completely prepared for any proxies on this map. So he's now going to feel confident and know exactly what's going on. It's a fast expand by MMA.
MMA, a lot of different variations of these builds he's been using. Now the question for me is, I feel like DRG could just attack that expansion location if the command center's going to be made there on the low ground, and he'd have to lift it and lose potentially a lot of SCVs.
Yeah. Well, double gas going up. Looks like he's leaving a spot for a reactor there. Definitely looks like we're going to be seeing reactor to Hellions coming out pretty quickly.
Curious to see if we're going to have a Banshee after that, or Marauders, or maybe just a standard build.
Yeah, you know, that something like that Banshee build definitely could happen again. It's a powerful build. And, I mean, DRG ended up killing 22 SCVs that first time with a very interesting all-in-ish type attack. But what are the odds of that happening again here? We have seen an increase, though, in speedling, baneling, high economy aggression on this map. So that's definitely a possibility as well.
Yeah, he certainly could go for something like that. We're going to have to see, you know, the times that DRG has been ultra aggressive early on, MMA deflects it. MMA seems to have very clutch micro and decision making when somebody throws something at him. I'm also curious to see this one in time, what exactly is MMA's mid-game plan?
Yeah, I think MMA would do good to go ahead and play just a standard game here and just try to outplay DRG.
Yeah.
But we will see about that. As far as DRG goes, though, he's the more interesting player to watch this game, because imagine you get to ask DRG, you have to win a ZVT on Daybreak against a really great player. What do you do? Well, he's answering that question for you right now.
That's a good point.
He is answering it for you. We're going to see his absolute best. We're going to see exactly what he thinks he can win with.
Yeah, very good way to put it, Artosis, is whatever he thinks is the best way to get out of this situation with a win, no matter what.
Yeah.
He's going to show us.
Well, he's getting a Roach Warren right now, in addition to speed and a Spine Crawler. As we see MMA very standard in his play, adding those additional barracks while going for the reactored Hellions. Good creep spread already by DRG, which is going to help out against those Hellions quite a bit. So these Hellions might be a bit uneventful. He's going to really have to focus on stopping the creep tumors from going any further and trying to delay a third base. But with that Roach Horn coming up, there's definitely the possibility that we are going to see a crazy Roach Baneling attack once again by DRG. Problem is, this is a long map. Oh my god, he's making a Baneling nest. This is something that it did.
Roaches!
It was very, oh my god, there it is, 12 Roaches, man. This is the same build that he used in game number 1. He's using it again here.
This is really interesting because remember, guys, he did a lot of damage in game number 1 and really knocked MMA off of his feet.
Yeah.
But then he just didn't properly prepare for anything else that could come afterwards.
Now, let's look at the differences between this game and game number 1. For this game, it's a longer map to walk across than is Crossfire, so that's one thing. Another thing, MMA going for a completely different build. He doesn't have the Banshees to hit these with, but he does have more barracks, which means more units overall. But without those Banshees dealing a lot of damage, he might be in a lot of trouble.
Roaches.
He does indeed.
He knows what's up now. I would expect a second bunker to come down here. There
Second
it is.
and a third. And this is going to be pretty difficult to hold. He's going to have to really use those Hellions very well. Yeah, that's very smart of him to do. He's making Marauders and Marines as quick as possible.
He took out a lot of lings there.
Yeah.
Those are potential banelings.
Yeah, that's 4 less lings now. He needs to whittle it down as much as he possibly can. This is so exciting, Tasteless. 14 banelings on the way. Is that 14 banelings? Oh my God, it is.
All right.
DRG is getting ready. He's got 12 roaches up here. A lot of lings still in production.
He's need to have a nice spread. Here we go. The banelings moving out now.
Oh my God, he's kind of indecisive with these Banes. Good bunker placements, and is he doing it right? We'll see. Oh, doesn't kill quite as many SCVs yet, but he's coming once again, and he's killed a lot of SCVs thus far. A great job by DRG, but it looks like his attack may not go on forever, moving these roaches past that bunker. The Hellions doing a great job of intercepting a lot of Zerglings. Now DRG droning up behind, as well as going for a lair. Still microing these roaches the best he possibly can. This time taking a moment to check what tech is in there. DRG's doing a great job, Tasteless.
He's doing a beautiful job here. The question is, did he damage him enough?
That is indeed the question.
There are a lot of SCVs lost, but of course a lot of drones were not made because of that attack.
Yes, exactly.
And that's the fundamental question we have to ask ourselves.
Well, he killed some Spiders with those lings rallying up. It looks like it's 51 supply to 61 supply.
Yeah.
A medevac has been loaded up and sent out. Pretty decent creep spread right now, but he's got to be careful here. The drop, he cannot let the drop do any damage. He's got to have enough units out to actually just completely stop it. And look at that, MMA. His crisis management a little bit off. A few SCVs not mining.
Yeah, he's a little scatterbrained right now. And now we have the Spire on the way.
As well as the third base. Baneling speed too. And all he's going to do right now is just deflect harassment from MMA. And he's going to be pretty decently well off.
All right, he's moving around the map now. Nice. Going to take out some Overlords. Is one way to start getting back into this game.
A lot of lings on the way, some banelings as well. He wants to be careful. He needs enough banelings to hold off anything, but he needs enough gas to get a lot of mutas when that Spire does finish.
Very nice. Good. Oop, excuse me, he does not get that Overlord.
By the way, MMA is so smart this game. He did add in a single Viking to his build here. When he realized, okay, you spent so much gas, your mutas are going to be really late, I can remove a lot of Overlords.
And nice pickup.
Losing only a couple Marines there. Notice the Viking's still flying around. He's trying to remove any Overlords from the sides of the map so his drops can be more effective a little bit later on. Just a really smart move to make one of these when you know your opponent's Spire is late.
All right, so we have more Marines and Marauders now moving out here. He basically wants to tear down everything that DRG spent the start of this game setting up.
Well, he's got a lot of lings right now. Mainly speed almost done. +1 melee on the way, as well as some mutilistic attack. Nice targeting there. Trying to pick off banelings as he can. Even picking off Zerglings is fine as long as he gets out of there before the mutas. Now we do have 7 mutas on the way. The creep spread has been pushed back time and time again, but still decently done.
All right, so we have the Marines moving out now. Again, just cleaning up the creep.
It's very smart, man. Now he doesn't know that there's a drop possibly on the way. And if that drop comes in as these mutas are popping, with the creep spread that DRG has connecting all his bases, his Zerglings and Banelings are going to be in there very quickly. Baneling speed is done. And if he crushes this drop, this is huge. This is huge. This is a huge moment in this game. The mutas and Banelings are rolling up. The Zerglings as well. Oh my God, this is so big for DRG. This is his chance to get way ahead, and he's gonna take it. He's gonna micro those mutas just right though. He's gotta get that dropship.
If he's gonna get that medevac,
he gets it.
Oh my God, MMA now so behind. He might as well wrap those in, you know, Christmas paper wrapping.
He's got the Yuletide spirit, Tasteless, giving
so.
DRG a nice gift of 2 medevacs, 8 Marines, and 5 golden rings.
Unbelievable. Excuse me. This is getting kind of scary here for MMA, and MMA is not dead. Also, the Viking goes down. But MMA is behind. Now we have to see if MMA can come back. We know he's done it before.
Spy right now 128 to 102. DRG loving to get supply blocked from that 128 supply, I've noticed. But, you know, DRG is in such a great spot. As we see with MMA, where's his third base at? Has he started a third command center yet? I don't think he has.
I don't think he has, Artosis.
He's starting another factory, so he may possibly, if he hasn't already made that third command center, which I don't think he has, he may just be going for a 2-base all-in time. In fact, he's adding another barracks right now. His 1-1 is about to finish, but DRG, 3 very well mining bases you see here. He's got the Macrach, he's got a lot of queens.
Here it is.
He did, in fact, make that third one.
We don't get a shot. We don't have a preview screen of this.
We don't have a screen that lets us look around. But anyways, he's gonna
got our excuses out of the way.
Oh, by the way, this is just a little aside as this game slows down and goes down to just a little bit of harassment right now. I love the new fangled style on this map of Terrence taking that base as their third.
Yeah, it's good.
They're much better poised to push out. The counterattacks on that base are going to be much harder to hit. As opposed to the third base in the back. So I love that MMA is doing that. That's definitely going to be the future of this map. Every Terran's going to be taking their third base there for those reasons. And oh my God.
He's going to try to stop him.
He's going for it.
Does he have enough?
And that is a lot of circlings. The Muta's coming up as well. Will the Banelings hit? Beautiful targeting, but no Siege Tanks are left. Few Banelings still chasing these. They're going to have to run and split as best they can.
Nice. They get up there. The Banelings still getting shot at. And that went all the way back to the entrance of the main base.
And taking out medevacs at the same time, getting these Mutas out of there. DRG, oh my God, 174 supply to 85. DRG crushing MMA so far this game.
I don't know if MMA can even recover from this. MMA, that is such a crippling blow that he received. I don't know if it's something that you just bounce back from.
Yeah. Look at this amount of Mutas, man. These Mutas can, with this +1 carapace, even take on the 1-1 Marines at this point. Targeting down the orbital. Oh, a ninja move right there.
We might actually see GG here.
You're right, Tasteless. This is just too many Mutas.
There's more Mutas than there are Marines in this game right now.
This is a sick
GG.
GG.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.